que me enteré que estaba embarazada con la bebé del Matt.
Damn. She hung her head.
Mami, perdóname.
After weeks of casual check-ins with her mom, Jasmine finally confesses to her. In one sitting, she and Gino are separated after she asked to open their marriage, and now she's 7 months pregnant with this other man's baby. I'm sure her mom is like, this is a stark difference from Gino, but I'm also sure she knows her daughter. She's probably like, actually, this is more of her type. Matt and Jasmine's ex, Dane, definitely resemble each other. Blonde hair, blue eyes. From what we see, Gino is the only outlier. No hair, brown eyes.
Interesting.
Clock it.
Y tú me has ocultado ese embarazo todo este tiempo. ¿Por qué?
Porque tenía miedo, mami, de decepcionarte.
Now, the fact that Jasmine could hide a year's worth of such massive life transitions from her mom, who she talks to every week, is wild. I want to call it impressive, but it's not impressive because, that's not a good thing. It also shows how much shame she really does feel.
So my mom is wondering why you accepted to be part of an open marriage.
And yeah, Matt takes Jasmine's embarrassment to the next level.
Because I'm in my 30s, I'm single, and I don't know, it just sounded like something I could do on this,
Something you could do on the side, like a hobby? I mean, the truth is not respectful, so I'm not sure what Jasmine wanted from him.
I am so disappointed by the way Matt is responding to my mother.
And he said because he's in his 30s and he's single. 20s would have made a lot more sense, Matt. Plus, we get a sneak peek at Gino's reaction to learning for the first time that he will legally be considered the father of Jasmine and Matt's child and be financially responsible for the baby. Whew, the law isn't always fair, y'all.
You have a financial obligation to that child.
Ain't that some shit?
All of this because of sex. Jasmine went 8 months without intimacy from Gino. And now their whole world is flipped upside down and inside out. And during their conversation, Jasmine's mom makes a good point in regard to that, which we'll talk about. After all, it's never just about sex. It's about what we're really trying to feel.
It's Malicia.
Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Malicia. I hope you're well. Last week, Jasmine and Matt went to a lawyer to get some questions answered after Gino says he called immigration on her, accusing her of marriage fraud.
I'm super afraid of being deported. And now I'm taking it from this baby as well.
Taking what from the baby? I wish someone would have got some clarification on that. I'm assuming she's talking about the opportunity to live in the States, which is an interesting statement. Jasmine and Matt were devastated when they found out Gino will legally be considered the baby's father because the child will be born while Jasmine is still married to him.
What if I declare my daughter like fatherless?
The problem is not who is or not is in the birth certificate. The problem is that you're still legally married.
There's not enough time to get a divorce before the baby comes. So fast forward to now, in real time, we know the baby's here. And unless they've gone to court or done a DNA test and gotten a paternity ruling to change that, it's wild to think that Gino might legally still be considered the baby's father.
That's the craziest thing ever.
It's such a twisted way to become a father, especially for someone like him who yearns to be a dad. Speaking of parenthood,
I know my mother very well. She just listens, observes, and silently gets disappointed.
Woo, Jasmine breaks her mom's heart this episode and subtly reveals more about how she truly feels about this situation that she's found herself in.
And that's how I can envision her. Just looking at me and being like, what is Jasmine doing with her life?
I wonder, does she look in the mirror and think that herself?
I would.
After stalling for a bit, Jasmine tells her mom she regrets not telling her this sooner, but she hasn't been honest about her relationship with Gino for the past year. The marriage did not work.
Lastimosamente, no ha sido nada de lo que yo te he descrito.
So she's made up stories.
I talk to my mom every week, but lately I've been avoiding video calls.
Oh. Jasmine admits that her mom raised her better than to lie, but clearly she's gotten really good at it. Yeah, that was also another subtle statement from Jasmine that doesn't help her case against Gino's marriage fraud accusations. Jasmine then starts to try to explain the open marriage to her mom. She admits it's something she proposed to Gino after not receiving enough love and affection from him, and Gino accepted that she could have another partner to, quote, have relations.
I'm so embarrassed.
¿Y por qué entonces mejor no era divorciarse, Jasmine, que es caer en esto?
Good point, Miss Cecilia. Jasmine tells her mom she thought it would save her marriage, but I personally don't even think she is buying that story anymore. She seemingly didn't have enough patience. It seems as if her desire to feel alive, which drives a lot of our behaviors, and her attraction to Matt had her acting like 8 months was 2 years. And I know, we all have our needs. I get it, trust me. But Jasmine seemingly relying on men to make her feel alive, and her prioritization of sex has put her in an uncomfortable position. No pun intended. Now she's going to have to navigate a divorce on top of a new baby, a new relationship, and concerns about getting deported and what that means for her child. Well, sex just amplified the confusion and chaos that was already in her life. That's what it tends to do. After the high settles, it magnifies what's already there.
I want you to stop running from yourself.
Yo había conocido a una persona en el gimnasio. Nos hicimos amigos.
Jasmine tells her mom how she met Matt and then struggles to go from that to now she's pregnant with this man's baby.
¿Qué pasó?
Ay, Dios mío. Me entero que
She finally says it, and her mom takes a deep breath before asking how far along she is.
7 meses, Jasmine. Y tú me has ocultado ese embarazo todo este tiempo.
Porque tenía miedo, mami, de decepcionarte.
Understandably, but trying to avoid that pain has now intensified it for them both. Considering how close Jasmine and her mom are, I'm surprised Jasmine didn't burst at the seams when she found out she was having a girl, her first girl. Now I want to know how long her weekly calls were with her mom. If I was her, I would have made them things real quick. I couldn't hold that information in. Jasmine then tells her mom she's having a girl.
Niña, jamás me imaginé una situación así.
And then asked her permission to introduce her to Matt, who starts off pretty strong.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Robotic, but strong.
I love your daughter, and I don't want to cause her any harm. I want to take care of her and help her.
Jasmine translates what Matt says to her mom, who doesn't speak English, and her mom responds by asking Matt the golden question. Why did he agree to be part of Jasmine and Gino's open marriage? If she wasn't being polite, it probably would have sounded more like, who would do something like this? Who are you?
I don't know. It just sounded like something I could do on this, whatever. I knew I was going to look stupid, but...
Jasmine, taken aback, had to add a little razzle-dazzle to Matt's response as she translated it to her mom.
Laura está admitiendo que sí, que él que él probablemente sí tenía sentimientos por mí, que yo le importaba mucho.
She's like, and I'ma still lie if it's going to get the job done. It's either that or the editor cut out the part where Matt actually said that. Jasmine says she's disappointed in Matt's responses. He's responding like he's talking to one of his mechanic friends.
You're talking to my mother, Matt. You cannot say just like, oh yes, I accepted to be in an open marriage because, I was single. Oh my gosh.
It's the truth though. I think Jasmine's done enough lying for the both of them already. Matt looks like he doesn't even have the energy to lie right now. Jasmine's mom goes on to ask Matt how he plans to take care of Jasmine once she gives birth. What's his plan?
I've never been married and I don't have any kids, so how am I supposed to know this?
Ooh. Okay, Matt, you might be taking the honesty a little too far. She might not understand every word you're saying, but I'm sure she can feel the energy. How are you supposed to know this? You're talking to an elder, Matt.
Bueno, Jasmine, con todo esto, a veces a mí me llena de tristeza pensar que estás tan lejos.
Jasmine's mom, emotional, tells her that she's even more worried now because there's no plan for the baby's arrival, and she can feel it in her heart that Jasmine is alone. Jasmine bursts into tears as her mom tries to hold hers back.
Mami, perdóname. Te extraño mucho, mami.
These seem like real tears from Jasmine. Not the tears to manipulate or for theatrics, but an expression of real pain. You can tell that it hurts her to hurt her mom. They end the conversation with her mom telling Jasmine if she decides to stay in the US, one day she hopes she can come visit her, or Jasmine can come to Panama so they can see each other again. You can tell her mom is trying to be strong, but I can only imagine how she feels. She misses her daughter. She's worried about her well-being. She just found out she's having a granddaughter, which I'm sure there's a part of her that's excited. And she's probably also thinking about her grandsons, Jasmine's boys, who this will affect. That's a lot of news to receive in one day. Jasmine and her mom say their I love yous and goodbyes before Jasmine unravels.
I feel horrible for breaking your mom's heart.
Ooh, that dog loves her. Coco has probably comforted his mommy many nights. A dog's unconditional love is amazing.
For real, for real.
Next week, it's looking like we are going to see and hear Jasmine giving birth. Sheesh. That's encouraging. Also, Gino learns he's going to be a father on paper.
Under Michigan law, when you are married and a child is born, during that marriage, for the husband here, you're presumed to be the father.
What? And that he's financially responsible for the baby. This is terrible. I hope whatever lessons that are here for Gino and Jasmine to learn, I hope they learn them. Because this wake-up call is pretty loud. I don't even want to know what it would look like if it was to get louder. But it is interesting. Jasmine opening her marriage, getting pregnant, all things that seemed like a mistake, also seem to have landed Jasmine right where she wants to be, at least for now. Nope, this is not AI. Jasmine called Matt the love of her life in a birthday message to him on Instagram a few days ago. She shared these pictures of she and Matt, both with shaved heads. She shaved her head because she was dealing with hair loss due to alopecia, and it was a way to take her power back. And in solidarity, Matt shaved his head as well.
Wow.
In her caption of their pics side by side, she says he walked into her world and turned it into a home. She also mentions her sons. She says, quote, "You loved me so gently, cared for Matilda so deeply, and opened your heart to my boys with the kind of love only a real father can give." They were probably so confused. What happened to Papa Gino? Jasmine ends the caption telling Matt, "I thank God for you every single day. I love you beyond words. My forever." Along with now having a partner who seems to be loving and affectionate toward her, Jasmine is also living in Florida, which, if I remember correctly, is where she wanted to live. Michigan was too cold, and to her, Florida felt more like Panama's weather. I know immigration issues are still on the table, but I'm curious if Jasmine has any regrets about opening her marriage and getting pregnant by Matt, or would she do it all over again? All right, 90 Day Fans fam, thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Ooh, I'm excited about these next few episodes. It's about to get realer than real. All right, I'll see you next time.